Hi Capricorn, this is Just with your bi-weekly September 2016 reading. I hope that you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So I do see here that some Capricorns, I think August was probably kind of rough for some of you, okay? I'm picking up specifically for some Capricorns. Some of you could have fell off the wagon. For those of you that has been going through sobriety, okay, for quite some time, I feel like you could have fallen off the wagon last month. Okay, if you're still in that stage, then just hold on because things are going to get better. But for those of you that has gone through it and come on out on the other side, I do see that some of you have gotten help. You've gotten counseling. You're starting to get back healthy again. Some of you could have gone to rehab, but I do see a stint that, like, some time taken to restore yourself. I do see restoration after taking some time and doing things that really didn't serve you any good. Okay, you guys are getting better, and I feel like it's going to help you get better. Although some of you might be skeptical as to if, and I'm still speaking about people that are dealing with sobriety issues. Although you may be a little skeptical by if this is going to work, or some people may be skeptical that you'll be healed, if you will. But I feel like you should take the time that you need, okay, because you have a lot of support. So a lot of people are supporting you. I feel like financially, there's people helping you out, but you have a whole host of family and friends that are very supportive for you getting well and getting better, okay. And if some of you are at this point now where you're like, yeah, I've kicked the habit and I'm doing well, it's one day at a time, you might find yourself having to contend with old friends, old neighborhoods, old, situations that can flare up the craving to indulge again. Okay. So you really need to kind of stick to yourself. Be alone until you get your strength up and get where you need to be before you want to just like start acting like, I got this thing licked. Like, you kind of want to remain in solitude until you have your mental strength on par enough for you to begin to set out and take on these challenges, because I do feel like once you get out there will be people trying to come and entice you again. So that is obviously very specific. Others of you, there was this being possessive, obsessive, controlling, feeling downright like you want to just do things that's not in your best interest. So some of you could have succumbed to whatever your vice is, or have fallen weak to some type of vice, okay? But I feel like after that, possibly in the month of July, I keep hearing July, so July, August, that sort of thing. Now you guys are definitely on the road to recovery. You're like, okay, well, I don't know what I was thinking. I went a little too crazy. I got to get myself back straight, okay? Some of you could have just been overworking yourself, and now you realize that, I've done too much. Some of you have done so much to the point where now either you are trying to recover, so you may have had to have surgery. You may have had to go and get like therapy, like counseling, like to sit down and speak to someone about, how do you get yourself out of this situation, okay? Because I keep getting that, like, you guys needing help to get over something that was very challenging, okay? As it relates to work, business, I see that some of you could have felt like you were being overworked, felt like someone was controlling you in the past. You were in an environment that just wasn't good for you, okay? And I feel like now, whether you're still there or not, you've shifted your perspective. Like, that experience from this either job you have now, okay, or if you just had a job and you've had a really bad experience and you've left or whatever. I don't see any cards that would specifically lend itself to say that you've left. But for some of you, you could now be on your own, meaning you're no longer there. Okay. I feel like that experience has definitely given you a different understanding of who you are, exactly what you want, what you need. So wants and needs are two different things now, right? And I feel like Capricorns definitely are more in the month of September focusing on your needs. Okay. What do I need? Because your health is going to be very important. And I don't typically veer on the side of health, but it's screaming like your health is very much the focal point in the month of September for a lot of Capricorns, but it is in a very holistic, healthy way. Okay, so some of you are taking the rest that you need. You're really having a mind body connection, okay, mind spirit connection. So when you start to get these intuitive impressions of, I need some water, then you guys will get water. If you know that you need to rest, you're going to find yourself resting. So really stay attuned to what's going on around you, because you're going to feel like you're a psychic. Like you're going to have so much natural intuitive impressions, messages. So be very mindful of you hearing anything in threes, like, constantly seeing numbers, having the same dream, that sort of thing. There's a lot of messages that will be coming to you, particularly when you are asleep. Okay. Some of you be very, very, very mindful of your dreams. Wake up if you can. If you really want to practice this, try it and see how it works out. But when you wake up, definitely have like a dream journal next to your bed. So as soon as you wake up, you can start to jot down in your dream that you just had. Okay. Because through your dreams, I feel like a whole new opportunity, a new business, a new creative venture, something that you can create for yourself can come about through messages in your dreams. Okay. So just remember I said that. I do see here that money looks amazing. Some of you guys are going to get some type of, like, if you're waiting for monies to come in, for some of you, you will be getting that this month in September. Okay. So money looks really good for some of you. Some of you will have a job by the end of this month. Okay. There will be you being offered a job, and then you really working really well with these people. Like they really like you. Some of you can be instructors. Some of you could put on presentations. So this is more geared to what people that do, like if you're an instructor, if you present things, if you sculpt, if you do carpentry, something where your works is on display, okay, or you're instructing people in some kind of way. Okay, I do see a new opportunity for that, and you will work really well with the people. Okay. I feel like some of you guys are at this point where it's like if it doesn't feel right, you're not going to move. And that is actually the message. If it doesn't feel right, then, don't just jump out, run out and say things or be hasty if it doesn't feel right to you. Because again, this is a month that a lot of Capricorns have got to connect with your intuitive self, and that thing, that harsh thing called feelings, that doesn't come as easily for you as it would for a Cancer, your opposite sign. Okay. But I'm gonna need for you to go deep down inside of yourself. If you guys have water in your chart, then it would be really easy for you to do that. But for those of you who have no water and have more earth or air, it would be harder for you to tap in. No, well, yeah. Earth and air. If you have fire and water, then you're very intuitive. But if you have earth and air, it can be very difficult for you to tap into that. But again, that's why your dreams are going to really help you. And I feel like being still, meditating, drinking a lot of water, these things are going to really help you with getting clear. Because I feel like there is a waiting period that you need to practice. And through this waiting is going to help you really be able to come full circle in a way, so that when it's time for you to move forward, you can do it in a way that is very healthy, and then you can maintain, because it's about maintaining. Okay. And I know I'm not going through the natural steps of this, but it's more, your cards are more message filled than it is forecasting. Okay. So at work, again, if you're still working at your existing job, I feel like some of you, if there was some issues in the past, you guys have definitely decided to take self control, to go in and control self, and to focus really on yourself. So even if you're at your job, you're going to be really self focused. I don't feel like you're going to be overly social this month of September with people. I feel like there's going to be a lot of solitude, a lot of trying to, again, align yourself in a healthy sort of way. There could have been some person or circumstance that has put you on guard. Okay, that makes you very defensive, and so I think a lot of Capricorns are taking note and taking stock that whatever you've recently have experienced or dealt with, you know that it was very unconducive to a healthy outlook in your life. Okay. And now you're only wanting to align yourself with things that are more healthy for you. Okay. Now, as it relates to love, I do see that some of you were dealing with a very karmic relationship, one that had your wheels spinning. Some of you could have been spinning the hell out of the wheels of some other person. Okay. I feel like some of you are being ridiculously over controlling, possessive, obsessed, all of these things. Some of you could have been indulging in acts that is not conducive to a healthy lifestyle. And I feel like there is now some of you have taken a break from this person, or this person has taken a break from you, because they just need to realign themselves. Like, they need to self nurture. And some of you are like, I need to just get myself together, because when I'm around him or when I'm around her, they just bring out the worst in me. They bring out the most tantric, the most darkest energies within you. Okay. And you're just like, what? I just need a break. A lot more than you're letting on. Okay. There's some things that you're keeping secret. Okay. I just get this, like, things are being kept behind the scenes. Like, you're keeping some secrets from people. Okay. Some of you could have gone out and did some things that is not normal. It's not, meaning, when I say not normal, meaning no one would believe that you've done this. Like, that's not you. No. Like you had a one night stand. No. Or you're living an alternative lifestyle. What? That type of thing. Like, some of you have done some things that in the dark that no one knows about. And now you're back to being like a quote unquote saint, even though you've been up to things. Okay. Even though you've been up to things. I feel like you're going to keep that secret. You're going to keep it with you, right? And you might find yourself trying to go back for another round. Now, if someone were to accuse you of something that you did, but they were none the wiser, you're going to hold your ground no matter what. Now, I do see after this relationship that has, I feel like you guys took a break, not that it ended. I feel like the person is going to come back and try to extend themselves to you. Okay, this is a very passionate person. You guys have a lot of sexual attraction for one another. Okay, if you had a one night stand with someone and now you're trying to get over that, I feel like the person is going to be back if they have a way of contacting you. You might be on the defense, like, what are you calling me for? But I mean, hey, you guys did have a one night stand. You shared an intimate moment, right? The person might be back. But I feel for most of Capricorns, when you're taking a break from this person that you're dealing with and have been dealing with, when they come back again, there's going to be an argument. Okay, there's going to be some conflict, right? And it's going to be, but then there's going to be some working things out as well. Okay, so it could go either way. It could be they come back, there's an argument, and then you guys are able to work things out, or they come back, you start trying to work on things, and then there's some type of conflict. Okay, but I feel like this is someone that you've always wanted to, like, either you have a very long standing relationship with this person, so this is just something that continuously happens. This person, you can have children with them. This is someone that you may not realize is that this thing is going to go on for quite a long time too. So it just depends if these things are resonating with you, where you are, and meaning how many years in or months in are you with this person? If it's just someone brand new, you may be in for a surprise that this person will be around for the next 10 months. This person could be around for the next 10 years. Okay. Um, I feel like for those of you that are dealing with this person is going to try to come back just when you're trying to have some alone time. It's something about every time you're trying to get your mind straight and have some peace and get some peace of mind. Is some type of this person is going to come back every time. It's like when you're trying to get some peace of mind, here they come. Okay, that sort of thing. All right. Going back to the work sphere, for some of you Capricorns that again will get this eureka moment, as far as dreaming up your ultimate new business, creative venture, that sort of thing, or next moves to make for a job, that sort of thing. Know that it has the potential for you to make a lot of money, for it to be like generational wealth. Okay, now I don't mean rich. For some of you, it would be rich, rich, rich. But I mean, like, it's something that either you can provide to the generation so it doesn't have an age. It's like, your kid, you can give it to young and old, that sort of thing. Or it has like a long shelf life. Like, this is something once you get it started, it will, some of you it's going to take off really fast as far as the revenue, the profit that you'll see. Others of you, it will be a very long standing, long lasting business that will only grow as time goes on, which is so typical Capricorn, right? So that is what I have for you guys for the month of September. I know my energy is really low compared to the other videos that I've done. Different day, guys, different energy. So that's what I have for you guys for this month. It looks really good. It looks really, really good. So again, if this resonates, you can leave a comment below. Okay. Let us know how it resonates for you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe. I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Capricorn.